Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 28 of NWA Chicago. We have another fantastic show tonight. As always, if you expected anything different, you don't know me. We always do great shows. We strive for greatness on this channel and in this company, and tonight is no different. So, let's get into the show. In a pre-show bout that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Hernandez and Romero defeated the Von Erichs, Argenis and Magnus, and Tyler Bate and Flip Gordon in 13-15 when Romero defeated Magnus by pinfall with a foreign devil. So this match was mainly to just kind of test out some chemistries between Romero and Hernandez, Flip and Tyler Bate. So there was no chemistries that popped up, so these are teams that could wind up happening in the future. But Gordon and Bate did pretty good. Romero and Hernandez did pretty decent. And that's all I really needed to see out of this match. 47D, just a nice, quick little pre-show match to test some things out. The show opens with CM Punk in the ring, and he says, "Welcome everyone to NWA Chicago. Tonight promises to be a night to remember. It's jam-packed with action, but I have to start it off by announcing the revival of the National Wrestling Alliance this past week." So now actually we're going to check out the National Wrestling Alliance so you guys can see all the things that CM Punk would say about this. But we have an 86B+, got the show off to a strong start, Angle got the crowd hotter. Now let's check out the new revamped NWA. Alright, so this is the newest National Wrestling Alliance. We are the founding member of this alliance. This alliance allows loans to borrow workers, can propose talentless trades with other members, and will take no damage from other members in national or regional battles. So we wanted to make it kind of a global thing. So representing Japan, we have Dragon Gate. Representing Canada, we have Impact Wrestling. We have ICW representing the UK. We have Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide representing Mexico. We have Westside Extreme Wrestling representing Europe. And then we have Stardom representing the women of Japan. I wanted to add an Australian company, but AAA is being kind of a dick here and doesn't want a member that small, so it won't let me do that. There was also a different Canadian company that I wanted to add that wasn't Impact Wrestling, that wasn't such a large company. AAA, again, was being a dick about that. Maximo is currently the National Alliance champion. It is at a 71C+ prestige. We're actually going to have Maximo challenge for the title tonight. Well, we're going to have a challenger for Maximo later in the show. CM Punk announces that as the main event. We also have the National Alliance Women's Championship, which no one has challenged for yet, so that will happen in the future. So that is what the National Wrestling Alliance currently is. We have 7 members in the National Wrestling Alliance as of present, so I'm very excited about the future prospects of working with all these great companies. And then we move on. In a bout that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Tim Donst and Brian Pillman Jr. defeated the Assyrian Portal in 10:59 when Tim Donst defeated Amasis by submission with a from dusk till Donst. Donst seemed off his game. He performed to a 29. Brian Pillman Jr. performed to a 31. Fitting and Amasis performed really, really well. 58 apiece. Match got the crowd hotter. 51D+. So the new team here on the block, Tim Donst and Brian Pillman Jr. get the upset win over the Assyrian Portal, and after the match, Real One emerges on the entryway with a microphone, and he says, "Yo, yo, yo, what up, Philly? Real One in the building. You know what that means. Stand up and make some noise for the smack talk of Skywalker." These two fellas in the ring right now, Tim Donst and Brian Pillman Jr., they're some real wrestlers. They're some real ones. But you people never talk about them. You don't give them no respect. Me, I respect the hell out of these guys. A lot more than a lot of those phonies in the back. These two might be jabronis in your eyes, but I can see the raw talent they have. Mark my words, these kids are gonna be big, and I'm taking these two to the whole next damn level. These two are REAL, real. And they're just the first ones coming. Real One out. So there we have it. The mysterious man is Real One, or Enzo Amore, for those of you who don't know, that he changed his name to Real One to pursue his rap career, and that's what we're sticking with. I feel like Real One's actually a pretty decent name for him. It gives a good gimmick to the group he's trying to start. Real One, Tim Donst, Brian Pillman Jr., they enter the company as the Real Ones tonight 58 C-. Decently happy with that one. We get the debut of Enzo, as well as the creation of his stable. So what I wanted to do here, Enzo obviously is fantastic at talking. He's decently over from his WWE career, and just recently he became signable again, as to it's not going to hurt me because of the scandal around him, signable. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to sign him. It's a pretty decent signing, and I'm not sure. I don't think I'm actually going to have him do any in-ring work. He's going to be more of an advocate role manager, because that's what he's good at, and he's going to work on getting Tim Donst and Brian Pillman Jr. over, because that's what he should be doing. He should be getting the young guys over, and these are two young guys who I have high hopes for, actually. So a 58 C- for this segment, pretty decent. In about that had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Matt Cross defeated Pete Dunne in 13:07 when Pete Dunne intentionally got disqualified. Matt Cross makes defense number 2 of his NWA World Television title. They don't seem to click, and it made for an awkward bout that is very unfortunate because I had planned on starting a program between these two. Pete Dunne was really off his game. 51 for Cross, 32 for Pete Dunne, and a 42 D+ for the match as a whole. Really disappointed, I gotta say, that they have bad chemistry. So that's going to affect some things for the future. Pete Dunne continues his beatdown of Matt Cross with a steel chair. He hits Cross in the back with the chair while he's down. Dunne then sets up the chair in the ring, sits down, holds up Cross NWA World Television title with his foot on Cross's chest. 52 D+. So just a show of dominance here from Pete Dunne, trying to build his character back up after that loss at Starrcade to Nick Aldis in the backstage brawl. Because, you know, Pete Dunne is a guy that I really want to be a major player down the line. I have made no shortage of saying that. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are the future of this company in my eyes. Toni Storm makes her way to the ring, and she says, Tenille Dashwood, I want you to come to this ring right now. You know I've proved myself worthy of an NWA World Women's Championship match. Stop being a coward, come down here, and prove that you're better than me. Storm sits down and holds the ring ropes open, you know, kind of like sits on the middle rope, holds it open. Tessa Blanchard then comes out from the back, and she says, Toni, please just sit down and shut up. We both know the only woman in this company worthy of an NWA World Women's Championship match is me. I deserve it, not you. So just walk to the back now, and let me challenge Tenille. And then CM Punk comes out from the back, and he says, ladies, here's the deal. You both have claims to the NWA World Women's Championship. So we're having a match right here, right now. But there's a catch. It's a triple threat match to determine the number 1 contender. And the third woman in this match is none other than Kay Lee Ray. Finally returning from injury is Kay Lee Ray. Finally. So we got Toni Storm versus Tessa Blanchard versus Kay Lee Ray coming your way right after this break. Tessa Blanchard performed poorly, but CM Punk's performance was fantastic. So we're double dipping with Punk here tonight. I know I don't try to use the authority figure very often, but I think that when the authority figure's on the show, he's going to be featured multiple times, especially because I'm paying CM Punk something like $2,000 or $3,000 per appearance. Something absolutely ridiculous that no one else in the company is making. So when I use him, I want to get my money's worth out of him. 53 C-. Use him to get people a little bit more over with these longer segments. Because he's super over, they're not super over, he can give them a little bit of a rub. And now, we go to this match. In a decent match, Kay Lee Ray defeated Toni Storm and Tessa Blanchard in 15:56 when Kay Lee Ray defeated Tessa Blanchard by pinfall with a gory bomb. Kay Lee Ray carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. Tessa Blanchard was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. So a 53 from Ray, a 43 from Toni Storm, and a 34 from Tessa Blanchard. And Kay Lee Ray was really off her game, so she should be performing fantastically at this point. A 51 D+ for the match. Very, very, very happy with this one. I cannot express to you how happy I am with the way this one went. Toni Storm performed very well. Tessa Blanchard didn't perform great, but she still performed pretty decent, and Kay Lee Ray comes in, steals the show, returns from injury, makes herself the number 1 contender. She was supposed to challenge Tenille Dashwood at Starrcade. That didn't happen because Kay Lee Ray got injured, but now she's the number 1 contender to rectify that heading into our next events, or, you know, in the next few coming weeks, she will challenge Tenille Dashwood for the title. Go Kay Lee Ray. In a decent match, Maximo defeated Ray Horace in 17:53 by pinfall with a tope and reversa. Maximo makes defense number 1 of his National Alliance title. 51D+, 44 from Maximo, and a 49 from Ray Horace. So we just wanted to give Maximo the win here, kind of put him over. I know he's not from our company. It would be super obvious to just take someone from our company, first match, put them over Maximo. I kind of messed up by creating the title too early. I should have created it literally the night before this episode of Main Event Showcase so that I could have had the first championship match on our show, but I think it was also kind of cool for us not to have the first National Alliance Championship match, to have that happen in AAA. So we wanted to put Maximo over someone. Ray Horace was a decent guy to put him over. 51D+ for the match. I'm happy with that for the first NWA televised National Alliance title match. But then after the match, Maximo holds up the NWA Alliance Championship after his hard-fought win over Ray Horace. Nick Aldis then makes his way onto the entry ramp, points at Maximo, and motions around his waist, clearly challenging Maximo to a future match for the championship. And this is how the show ends. 63C, way to end it on a high point. Nick Aldis comes out and challenges Maximo. Nick Aldis, I haven't really known what to do with him, but I feel like he would be a great future National Alliance champion, because he's fucking Nick Aldis. He held the NWA World Heavyweight title for so long. He'd be a clear guy to me to hold the Alliance title. And now, as for the show as a whole, I think we definitely got at least a solid C-, if not a C as a whole. I'm going to say C-, high C-, and we got a high C-. Brian Pillman Jr. was slightly overused, used Tim Donst far too much, and the show increased in popularity in 18 regions, so I'm very happy with the way this one played out. Now, let me know what you guys thought of this, and I will see you guys at the TV results. Alright, so that episode of NWA Main Event Showcase was held in the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, which, if you didn't know, I'm pretty sure is the old ECW Arena, in front of 1,148 fans. On TV, it got a .08, which is 64,170 viewers, and the show as a whole got a 56 C-. I want to check the viewership, and that is now our highest viewed episode of Main Event Showcase. The viewerships, I wanted to say just keep going higher, but we did get a lower one on that one. But the viewerships are doing really good. We're doing really good in terms of show ratings. And so I want to thank you guys for watching episode number 28 of NWA Chicago, and I can't wait to see you guys in episode number 29.